guys, it's Chako-chan. Minasan konnichiwa, Chako-chan desu. Welcome back to my channel. So being pregnant can be an exciting experience, but it can also be pretty uncomfortable as well. I've been pregnant 3 times in America, and this is my 4th pregnancy, and it's here in Japan. So there are some products that I always go to use during pregnancy, no matter where I am in the world. But being that I live in Japan, some of those things might not be as easy to access. So I made a small list of absolutely essential items that I've been using during this pregnancy here in Japan in the summer. And I found them to be very useful, especially as a foreign lady. Links for certain products will be in the description box down below. I'm not making any money off of this. It's just things that I've found to be helpful. And if you happen to be a foreign lady pregnant here in Japan right now, maybe they'll be helpful for you too as well. So without further ado, let's get started with the list. Number 1 on my list. This is the absolute most essential item and is the very first thing I went out and bought when I found out that I was pregnant here, which is a dakimakura, or like a pregnancy body pillow. So there's lots of different styles out there. I went for this C-type one, if you can kind of see it here. It forms like a C shape. And this one is by MEIZ, MEIZ. I got it on Amazon and I will link it down below, as I said earlier. For me, I find having a body pillow to be absolutely essential because it really supports your body during different stages of pregnancy. I'm someone who tends to get a lot of leg cramps and hip pain while I'm sleeping at night. So it's really nice to have this in between your legs. You kind of like straddle it like this while you're sleeping. And it keeps your hips kind of evenly balanced because you can put this part of the pillow in between right here. And it just really helps to kind of evenly support both hips so that there's not as much pain. And it also is helpful for leg cramps as well because it keeps your body more evenly aligned, so it helps the blood to flow. It just keeps everything together. And it also provides some belly support as well. There's different types out there. There's like a U-shaped type, which also looks really nice. But there's also like a kind of like a curved shape one too, which you could also try as well. So you could experiment around, check Jimoti or maybe like Mercari online to see if you can find a used one so you can save a little bit of money and find cheaper ones. But what I really like about this pillow is that you can curve it. Here, let me move back so you can see. You can curve it around your body for extra support like this. So like if you're sitting at night and you want to do like your computer, I often put my laptop up here, kind of just like this, and I can work, and it kind of keeps it at a taller height, which is good for like neck pain. And you can also use it as a nursing pillow after baby's born. So you can just put the baby on here and nurse them. Obviously the baby's not here yet, so I haven't tried that part out, but I do plan to experiment around with that. So all in all, I'm getting a lot of mileage and usage out of this, and it's just a really good support pillow. In fact, I'm just gonna keep it on me here as I film the rest of this video. So number 2 is a maternity belly oil. So the one that I happen to have is called AMOMA Natural Care Maternity Oil. It has palm la rosa, frankincense, mandarin, rice oil, and macadamia nut oil. What I really like about this one is it's 100% oil, so there's no other additives in it. If you care about that stuff like I do, especially during pregnancy, I care about what I'm putting in my body and on it as well. So this had pretty clean ingredients, which is why I chose it. But basically, you just rub this on your belly, and it's supposed to prevent stretch marks or greatly reduce them. So I got this and I started using it when I was around 4 months pregnant. It's only 160 milliliters, but I've got about that much left. So I've got about 6 weeks left to go, and I'm hoping that it's gonna last. I really just need a tiny little pump, and a little bit goes a long way. But there is a larger size bottle, which was slightly more expensive, and I wasn't sure in the beginning if it was gonna work for me or not, or if I was gonna like the scent. So I just went with the smaller bottle, but so far it's lasted me a pretty long time. So yeah, I'm very happy with this one and I recommend it. You can buy this one on Amazon, so I'll link it below. Number 3 is leg cramp patches. So this is called Kyuusojikann cooling gel sheets, and they have 5 different herbs in them: lavender, sage, rosemary, lemon, and orange. So they have a really pleasant scent for me personally. I like kind of herbal, fresh scents, like more natural scents. So There's different types of them. I actually ended up trying 2 different ones. I tried ones which go on your feet, and they have little like acupressure point bumps on them. And they're supposed to take away like exhaustion and fatigue if you've been walking on your feet all day, or if you get swollen feet like many women tend to do towards the end of pregnancy. So these would be worn at night, and they stay on really well. They don't like fall off even in your sleep. It says asamade pittari kabure nikui shito. And then I actually end up using these even more because they're just plain sheets. But here, let me take one out of the package and I'll show you. So you just peel off the back and you like stick it on your leg. I like to stick it like on the back of my leg, my calf, because I tend to get Charlie horses or bad leg cramps here. So I put those there, or you can put them on the bottom of your feet. Sometimes I end up like covering like my whole leg. But yeah, these are really good for just helping with muscle cramps and taking away fatigue and soreness if you're just really feeling exhausted. So I highly recommend these. You can get these at pretty much any drugstore, pharmacy you go to. I like this pack because it comes with 18 in them, so it lasts like a long time. I wouldn't say I use them every night, but I use them pretty often throughout the week. It's also really good if you get like neck cramps or like back, like if you pull a muscle or something, they also work really well for that too. So there's other uses besides just pregnancy for these. Number 4 is a Koshiban belt, or like a maternity support belt. So like there's actually 2 products here that I recommend. One of them can be used during pregnancy, which is this. So it's like basically a belly support band. Towards the end of pregnancy, when your belly gets really heavy and bulky, it's just nice to have some extra support that you can wear to kind of hold things up and help you keep your posture. Why don't I demonstrate right now how these look? Here's the belly. This is 32 weeks me. And what you do is, there's like some kind of boning, kind of like a corset, but it's not very intense like a corset, but you put that on your back. And then there's different Velcro things that you can adjust, but you just put it down here, like that, get it around to where you feel comfortable and supported. And it just kind of like holds things up for you a little bit and supports your back. It's very comfortable. Obviously you would wear this like under your clothes, but I'm just demonstrating so you can see what it looks like. Postpartum, you can also use this as a waist cincher as well. These things on the side here adjust so you can make it tighter for more support. This brand I forgot the name of. I got it on Amazon, so I will link it down below. You can check it out later. And then the other one that I ended up getting was this one by Pigeon. I got this from Nishimatsuya, which is a good baby and maternity supply shop, which is found all throughout Japan. It's like one of the biggest chains. But this one is actually for postpartum, so there's different Velcro points here. This tells you how to wear it, but basically you can cinch in your waist at different points, which helps just kind of pull everything back into place and holds it all together, which is really good for postpartum recovery. In America, they don't really use these, just the concept of holding in your waist. Postpartum is just starting to make its way over to America, but they've been doing this in Japan probably since ancient times, and it's China and other parts of Asia as well. So I really think there's something to this. I found this to be really useful. I didn't know about this in my first pregnancy, so I had kind of a harder time recovering from that one, but with my subsequent pregnancies after that, I always used a waist postpartum belt, you know, to hold everything back in place, to keep your organs, to have everything like resettle in, because like pregnancy moves everything around so much, and you just kind of want to have some extra support, and it really boosts my confidence and it helps me just kind of like feel more put together when I wear this. So you don't have to wear it constantly. It says you can use this from 1 month postpartum, so they don't want you to use this right away. Although I have in the past and I haven't really had an issue. For me, just having this extra support is nice. It was a little bit pricey at 3,479 yen, but in general, this is really helpful for me and I highly recommend that you try it out. Number 5 is, this is actually a category. Pants. Always the hardest thing for me as a foreign woman in Japan to find is pants that can fit properly and comfortably, especially during pregnancy. I tend to have pretty wide hips, and most Japanese or Asian women are a little bit narrower, so it can be hard to find pants that are in the proper size and can support your growing belly. I have found a few brands though that have been really useful. My favorite pair that I use so far is fairy pants. So this is just like a very stretchy material. I don't know if you can see, but it basically has a very stretchy belly. So the fairy brand is by Inujirushi, which is like another large maternity wear maker. But you can buy the fairy pants brand at Aeon. In their department section, just go to the baby section and you'll find maternity clothes there, and they make all different styles. These are kind of like a jogger style, if you can see here. When I got these, it was in kind of like the springtime, so it was still a little bit cold out, so that's why I got long pants. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to wear them because it's been so hot here in the summer. And then this is just another pair by Fairy. This is kind of like a cute little pattern. These are better for the summer. They're wide legged, so they're cool. I think this material is one of those cooling type materials, kind of like the UNIQLO Airism ones. And I've been able to get away with the size L, large. Typically in America, I'm a small to a medium. And then a couple other pairs that I got were from Nishimatsuya. I guess you can get Fairy at Nishimatsuya as well. So this was like a pair of shorts as well. This is actually M size, but it ends up fitting me pretty well, and I don't really notice it. I don't really notice a difference between this and the large, so they're pretty forgiving and really stretchy. So yeah, this is what I was wearing in the summer, like as loungewear especially. And then also from Nishimatsuya is their brand Elfin Doll. They make kids clothes and maternity clothes, but I've been wearing this pair a lot. I really love it. It's like made of a light cotton material, and then it has this stretchy expanding belly area. Honorable mention is the UNIQLO leggings, maternity leggings. I had a pair which I used for my last pregnancy, and that was when we were still living in America, so I ended up giving those away. And I wanted to buy another pair here, but most of the bulk of this pregnancy has been during the summer, and really it's just too hot to wear leggings, so I didn't get them this time. But those are really good if you're going to be pregnant in the fall and the winter, or like you're going to be giving birth during those times, or even the spring too. So yeah, highly recommend seeking out the UNIQLO maternity leggings. They're very stretchy and similar to these ones which I just showed you. Number 6 is compression stockings. So I actually have 2 brands that I recommend, or 2 places to seek them out that I recommend. The first one is Nishimatsuya. These are the compression stockings that I got there. I think they had 2 sizes, a medium, large, and then a large LL. So that's what I got because my legs are bigger. These are really tight. They go on your leg and they just compress everything. This is really good, especially in the summertime when it gets hot and like swelling tends to happen more towards the end of pregnancy. And if you're not drinking enough water or just sweating so much because of the heat, your salt content goes down, and that can lead to more like swelling in your lower extremities. So these have been really a lifesaver, especially when I'm going out during the day. I just feel like more energy when I wear them because it just helps the blood flow more easily down there, which just helps your overall body. Yeah, I really like these. They're so cute because they have little lacy cuffs at the bottom, so like it looks cute under a long dress. And then at nighttime, I do end up often wearing these ones. They're by Dr. Scholl's. I got them on Amazon. They go from like your knee down, and they actually kind of hook under your feet slightly. So yeah, these are good for nighttime. I ended up getting the LL size, but I think I should have gone down to a large. They're slightly large on me, so yeah, I think their sizes are more like American sizes because that's an American company. But these are good for sleeping at night because I do tend to get leg cramps, and so far I haven't really had any this pregnancy. And I think it's due in part to these, using my body pillow, elevating my feet at night, taking magnesium supplements, and using those sheets that I talked about. And they can also be worn postpartum as well, in case you get swelling after you deliver your baby. Okay, number 7 is maternity underwear. So in Japan, they believe that it's very important for the woman to keep her belly warm. They don't want your belly getting cold. I don't know if that's specifically a Japanese thing or maybe an Asian cultural thing, but the underwear that I've been using has been like these over the belly underpants. So this one I got as a set of 3 from Nishimatsuya, and it covers like basically up past the belly button up here. And it keeps your belly warm and covered, and for me it just feels more comfortable than wearing like a low cut style which goes below your belly. That's more common in the Western world, but for me that's uncomfortable. My hips get wider during pregnancy and I just like to have everything covered. It just feels more supported. This is another brand which I got on Amazon, just like another over the belly style. And as far as bras go, I've actually really been loving this one that I got from Aeon. It was just in the maternity section. It's a very basic like cotton, I think it's like a sleep bra, but I've been wearing it all the time. It's just extremely comfortable to wear. It's not too tight in the band area and it supports enough for me personally. If you're bigger up top, I'm usually like a C. If you're any larger than that, I don't know about it, but it is very comfortable. So yeah, I recommend this one from Aeon. And then finally, the last item, number 8, that I highly recommend for pregnancy in Japan is caffeineless tea. So there's a number of different brands which I've been using, but my favorite ones are Muji Rooibos tea, especially the muscat flavor. It's really delicious. Rooibos tea is naturally caffeine free, so that's a good option for you. And especially in the summertime, I really like it as an iced tea. When it was a little bit cooler in the early part of this pregnancy, I was drinking the Wakodo milk tea. You can get that at most baby stores like Birthday, Nishimatsuya. You can get it at some grocery stores now. I'm starting to see it more. Amazon, so yeah, that's a good one. Also, I really liked this Sakura black tea, which was caffeineless. You can get that from like a maternity section of a store too. So yeah, just look around. Caffeineless teas are becoming a little bit more commonplace now than they used to be 9 years ago when I was pregnant here. You want to limit your caffeine. They don't really tell you that too much in the hospitals here, but if you do any research online, everyone will say limit your caffeine. So, and then of course you can always drink mugicha. So yeah, all in all, those were my 8 items which I highly recommend as essential for being pregnant in Japan at any season really, but especially if you have a summer pregnancy, I guess, like I do. Every woman obviously is different. We have different needs, different quirks or things that we prefer, but in general, these are the items that I found to be extremely useful. So I hope this video was helpful for you if you happen to be pregnant in Japan as a foreigner or as a Japanese lady yourself as well. So that's it for this video. Please remember to like, subscribe to my channel, and check back for more videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!